Hello everybody. Myself Rakesh Sanjan, science teacher in St. Michael's Academy. In this part of video, I teach the students of class 6. The subject is science, and in this chapter we all study chapter 7, living and non-living things. This chapter is most important for students. In this chapter, we all study about different types of things present on the earth's surface. And also, we all categorize them into living and non-living things. At first, on the whole world, various types of things present, in which various types of stones, pen, pencil, book, ball, train, car, pigeon, crow, plants, frog, various types of things present around us. These are also categorized into two types. These all types of things categorized into two types of things: living things and non-living things. Living things are called organisms, and non-living things are also present. Then, what are the criteria to know about living and non-living things? And also, various types of differences are found between living and non-living things. You all in our surroundings always see various types of things. Some are living and some are non-living. Then, there are some features which also categorize them and differentiate them from living and non-living things. So, what are the things which all categorize them? So, we should try to know what are the characteristics of living things. When we all try to know about what are the special features of living things, then we should try to understand about differences between living and non-living things. In starting, we all know about the first feature, definite shape and size. Definite shape and size means there are various types of living things present on the earth's surface, and their shape and size are also different. You will see in the figure. Here is given human beings, elephant, whale in living things. The elephant is larger than human beings, and this elephant whale is also larger than elephant. So, in comparison, all the living things are also different shape or size, and we all distinguish them from their sizes also. And this whale is also the largest mammals on the earth's surface. Now, in plants, banyan tree, rose plant and grass. Grass is smaller and the larger rose, and from largest is banyan tree. So, on the basis of shape and size, we all also know about different types of living things. Their shape and size are also different and also fix their shape. By this, we all know about different types of living things. Now, the next, made up of cell. All the living things made up of cell. Now, what is the question? What is cell? As you know, what is cell? All the living things made from a smallest unit called cell. The body of living things is made up of smallest, very teeny units called cell. And cell is called the smallest unit of life. And also it is said that cell is the structural and functional unit of life. And various types of living things present on the earth's surface. Some are called unicellular and some are called multicellular. Amoeba is the example of unicellular because it made from only single cell. And the living organism made from two or more than two cells, they are called multicellular. So, two types of living things present on the Earth's surface, unicellular and multicellular. After them, third features, able to maintain their organization by adaptation. Able to maintain their organization by adaptation. So various living things present on the Earth's surface, they also try to change in their nature and also their body shape and size according to their environmental condition. So various types of environmental condition always try to keep safe the living organism and also the living organism present in which type of environment, and according to environment they also adapted their body and try to survive in these types of environment. This is called adaptation. It means adaptation means changing themselves according to environment. Now next topic is called movement and locomotion. All the living organisms can move, and movement occurs and locomotion occurs in the living organism. Now some changes between movement and locomotion. Movement, change in the position of any body part. This is called movement. Suppose we all are standing here and also move our hand, leg and also our head here and there. In this way, we all are present on the same place, but only our body part move from one place, one to another area. This is called movement. And now the second thing is called locomotion. Movement of organism from one place to another. This is called locomotion. Suppose any person is standing here and move from here to another place. In this case, this types of activity is called movement or called locomotion. And also change in the position of any body part. This is called movement. These are differences between movement and locomotion. In locomotion, one living organism move from one place to another. Now next topic, need food for energy. Every living organism require energy for survival and doing all the activities. So food must be needed for gaining energy. In plant, by the process of photosynthesis, they prepare their food. So they are called autotrophs. The living organisms, they prepare their food own self. These are called autotrophs. Now heterotrophs. The living organisms, they depend on others for survival and for their food. They are called heterotrophs. These are differentiated between autotrophs and heterotrophs. And by this process, they gain food for survival. Now next topic is called respiration. Respiration is the most important feature of living organism. And by the respiration, also every living being gaining energy by breaking down of food materials. And in respiration, the first step is called breathing. Breathing means taking in oxygen and releasing outside carbon dioxide. This is called breathing. And also in plants, exchange of gases occurs through a small teeny opening present on the surface of leaves called stomata. Large number of small teeny pores present on the surface of leaves called stomata, through which gaseous exchange and all types of material from external environment to internal and internal to external move down. Now next topic is called excretion. Excretion means all the living beings remove metabolic waste products. Each and every living beings utilize food for gaining energy, and also in their body various types of chemical activities occurs every time, and by this various types of waste material also produced which are harmful for our body, and also these harmful products always try to remove from the body, and the process by which this harmful waste material coming outside from the body is called excretion. In animals, removal of waste material is called excretion, and also in plants it is called secretion. Now next, response to stimuli. What is stimuli? This stimuli related to external environment or various types of factors through which in our body some sensation occurs. This is called stimuli. All living organisms react to changes in their surroundings called stimulus. As example, touch me not plant. Fold its leaf when touched. This is the example of stimuli. Due to the some reaction by this plant according to the changes in the environment. This is called response to stimuli. Now next, living things reproduce their own kinds. Reproduction is the main part of living organism and their most important features also. By the reproduction, every living beings also maintain their species in the future. And also, this is the process by which each and every living being multiplies and also give birth to their young ones. And on the basis of reproduction, there are various types of living organisms. First is called oviparous. The living organism, they laying egg. They are called oviparous. Second, viviparous. The living organism, they feed milk to their young ones and give birth to their young ones. They are called viviparous. Next, ovoviviparous. The living organism, they lay eggs and also feed milk to their young ones. They are called oviparous. So, according to their features and characters, there are various types of living organisms. And also, they reproduce by different methods. Now next, living things grow. Growth is the most important part of living things. And this growth occurs in living things by division of cell. Now, living things have a definite life aspect. Various types of living things present on the earth's surface and also their timing is also different. Their lifetime also different on the earth's surface. Here is a chart given. The lifespan of some common organism. As example, bacteria, their lifetime 20 to 30 minutes. Housefly 1 to 4 months. Dog 15 to 20 years. Elephant 70 to 90 years, tortoise 120 to 190 years, tree up to 100 years or more. So these are some special characteristics features of living organism. And on the basis of these types of special features, we all categorize the living organism and also non-living things present on the earth's surface. So you all try to learn this chapter and also try to understand in a better way and also try to know different types of living things and their special features. Now I complete this chapter. Thank you.